Knowing your worth will have your phone dry and you sleeping alone that night. But don't get it twisted, because that empty spot in your bed next to you is a whole lot better than the wrong spirit laying next to you. So yeah, it may mean you missing out on date nights for a while, but you also get to miss out on all these men these days who don't even date to marry. They just date to waste time. And at times, it's gonna feel like God is taking so long to send that man that you've been praying for. But somewhere, there's a woman who is counting down the days until she can leave that man that she's been praying to get away from. So don't let loneliness make you lower your standards, because a lot of women are lonely in relationships too, and they would gladly trade places with you. They may be smiling in those selfies, but they crying in the car. They may brag about being chosen, all while being with a man who makes them feel like they're in competition with other women. So use this time that God is sparing you from that to improve yourself, but without the need of thinking you need to fix yourself to be found by the one, or to improve your value in the sexual marketplace. Because when you want something real, you're not in the sexual marketplace. You're in the connection marketplace, where your character is currency, not just your cute face. That's what separates a woman who is single by choice from the rest. Her desirability ain't a problem for her. Her discernment is just protecting her, as opposed to her trying to be one of these women who always keep a man. That ain't no flex. Because the truth is, when you have more to offer, there's going to be fewer applicants who qualify for a position in your life. So trust me, it's much better that you reserve all your benefits for a man who has proper credentials, as opposed to wasting them on an unqualified man who lied on his resume. Man, y'all be fumbling girls who don't want nothing from you but reciprocity and respect. Then you turn around and wonder why you can't find a good woman. First off, you don't deserve one, because you had one that you didn't recognize until after you ruined her. Yeah, you once had a woman whose heart came with no games, no expectations. Her only manipulation was trying to love you harder in hopes that you would match her effort. She ain't even need you to blow your money trying to impress her. She just needed you equally as invested in her as she was into you. And you took that kindness for weakness and her patience for desperation. You turned her softness into survival mode. You confused her loyalty with a lack of options until the only option for you to speak to her was if she one day unblocked you. You had the low maintenance girl and you gave her low effort. You had your biggest blessing that you didn't earn, and you became her biggest curse that she never deserved. So you can't step on every flower that you see, then be shocked when there are no more gardens. Because I would agree that today's women a lot of times are guarded, but most of them started off looking for love in the hearts of men who left them needing more armor. Like that woman who seemed so cold and calculated was once warm with the wrong man who burned her for it in the end. Or the woman who will cut you off at the first red flag without looking back, she got that knife from the man who stabbed her in her back. So instead of asking, where are all the good women at? Ask yourself, what happened to them after dealing with men like me? Because the real shortage isn't in good quality women. It's in the quantity of men who will preserve them in their good condition. As a man, you're supposed to come into a woman's life to take pressure and problems off her hands, not come in and cause them. Because being a man is not just about protecting and providing, but also your ability to prevent your woman from having to be one of God's strongest soldiers just to survive loving you. Instead, she deserves a man who pushes her to grow and elevate just by seeing how he operates. She don't need another set of emotions to try and manage. She needs you coming in able to regulate your own, so her nervous system can finally relax and continue to heal from any past damage. She's looking for love, not an emotional liability. She wants a sanctuary where she feels safe, not an ambush that she has to try and escape. And like, why would you even get the woman who's willing to weather life's storms with you, just to drown her every day in disappointments until you leave her mental health in a disaster? And I know ain't nobody perfect, but that's not an excuse, because it don't take perfection to help her manage her stress instead of being a magnet for it, or to be a solution provider instead of a problem finder, or to be a contributor to her peace instead of the common denominator of her chaos, and help her recharge when she's depleted, instead of draining the little energy that she has left after a long day. Like, let's normalize not coming into a woman's life if all you're gonna do is have her proving how resilient she can be and how strong her faith can remain despite her daily experience of making her regret being in a relationship with you. Now, she's gonna be blessed either way, because no weapon formed against her shall prosper. But if you know you coming in as a weapon instead of her protector, don't form your lips to even introduce yourself to her. I promise you, she's good.